Yeah, I thought it's T11
Bro,
still.
do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I listen back to some of like voice notes. I stopped doing that as well, actually. But
I hate hearing my voice notes.
Bro, everyone hates that. Every single person hates that. I swear to God. So like I was looking back at my voice notes. By the way, is that camera adjusted for my hat? Jeez, come on. Jeez, come on. But yeah, what was I saying? Fuck, I forgot.
Voice notes.
Oh yeah, voice notes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, voice notes. Yeah. Anyway, I'm talking about voice because I was thinking about something else. But yeah, so I'm talking about so I would listen back to some of the voice notes, and I listen to myself speak. Yeah, sometimes I skip like words and shit, or like I wouldn't say things clearly, you know. And I'm thinking like, shit, you know what? I have an excuse, fam. Man's Lithuanian, bro. Man's Lithuanian. I was not born here, so I'm like, yes, I have an excuse. Yeah, I learned English from scratch. Not even from when I was young.
I learned mixed with something still. I could tell you mixed with something still, but I still didn't know what still.
Yeah, no. So I learned from when I was 12. I had to learn from scratch. Yeah. When I moved here, all I knew is yes, no, fuck you, fuck off. You get me? That's it. That was it. That's all I needed. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
that's all I needed. But yeah, hey, listen, J-Star, it's so good to have you here, man.
Nah, cheers, bro. I appreciate you having me today, man. Honestly, man.
And it's beautiful to connect. So I'm all about connecting with people and just having meaningful and powerful conversations. So
only right, man.
Trust so to jump straight into it, what's the one thing that people should know about you?
Boy, the one thing that everyone should know about me, that I'm just a pure-hearted person still. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very genuine, very like happy. Like, all the time I'm just very, very, very positive. You know what I'm saying?
Does that ever backfire on you in life in general?
You know what? Like, I say it kind of backfires on me is like when people like obviously disrespect and take liberties in it. Cause that's when I'm just thinking, wow, like they're just taking my kindness for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes like you're just generally just wanna just be there for people, like just see them win, like support them. Then it's like when they like kind of do you wrong in a way, it's like, wow, like it kind of wants you to stop being that person, but you need to remember that God made you who you are today. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really let people break you spiritually and mentally. You know what I'm saying? So
I love that, man. So you kind of like it's a thing of like you go for a certain experience and you go, you know what? I'm not gonna allow this experience change me. I'm gonna be above the experiance and
exactly
still be me.
Yeah,
I love that. But how do you deal with that in general? Like, would you be someone that burns bridges, or did you cut people that you don't need? Like, so need is maybe not the right word, but would you cut people with certain energy out of your life because of
me personally, my guy? If I know you're not really bringing nothing to the table and you're just bringing nothing but stress, drama, and hella negativity, I'm not really the type to cut bridges. I'm just the type to like keep my distance. But if you
it's like love from distance kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it. Like I haven't got nothing personal against you, but it's just I just don't want you sitting on my table if it's gonna be hella negative. You know what I'm saying? But like for me to burn a bridge, boy, you gotta be a rat or a snake to do a dirty double cross move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have to be some different kind of
like, so you have to do a 360 no scope and that.
Yeah.
Quick 360 to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, more time I'm just the type to like, cool. If I know like things ain't really working out in general, like I'd rather just keep my distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do you, I do me, and we'll just keep it from there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. You know, I was talking about the table, and I just remember that Kanye lyric that is like, I don't bring nothing to the table because I'm the table. It's like
I'm the table. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like I am the table. I'm not bringing nothing. I am the table. I love it. He's different, man. Like just kind of getting into music a little bit as well. Before that, like obviously because you're a musician, and so I'd like to. We don't introduce people like in a regular way, but I think just for the sake of like, because you do music and stuff, I think do you want to talk about a bit of like who you are and that kind of aspect of it?
Yeah, of course, absolutely, man. And I appreciate that as well, man. That you're obviously coming out certain conversations to like talk about this. You feel me? Like, obviously J-Star. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm just like versatile like artist. You know what I'm saying? I do a bit of bashment, bit of drill, bit of rap, like odd hip hop. Like with me, if I feel the beat, I'll just jump in it straight. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I just talk nothing but facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, more time, music's just my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I'm going through something or if I'm experiencing something or whatnot, I just kind of just want to write it down. Like usually people be like, yeah, pen and paper, but me, boom, just a quick little phone thing, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know
Different things for different people, no?
Different things for different people, exactly that, my guy.
Yeah,
I just thought, cool, like, sometimes I like to put out my emotions sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, for the audience, but more time for me personally.
Do you know what I was gonna say? Are you ever like? Do you ever get scared of like putting out music that's got certain emotion in there, like an element of realness? Or do you ever think like, you know what, people might listen to it and might look at it in a certain way? Do you ever like? Does that ever like limit you in terms of putting out music?
You know what, my guy? Sometimes I do have that moments, like, cause sometimes like with me, I kind of like to put out what the audience want to hear, but sometimes I do want to switch it up. Cause I don't want to be that guy that's just putting out the same thing and everyone's like, oh, there's no point listening to me. It's just rapping about the same thing.
Yeah.
No, if I'm like going through like a little tough time or something, boom. I haven't got like one of my tracks called My Pain. Cause like, I did that like 2 years ago. I was just putting out like so much pain and obviously so much like emotion to that track. That to the point that everyone's like, wow, bro, this is like like something good, something different, you know what I'm saying? And more time I felt it because like I was rapping about stuff that I went through, rapping about certain losses, and more time at first I was a bit like hesitant to like play the trap, but I thought, you know what, whoever likes it, whoever don't, not the end of the world. I'm still gonna put out loads of different projects, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
do you know what? Like, that's the one thing I've learned in life as well. It's like when I meet people, like I always know that like everyone's got their own adversities and challenges and stuff. And I think that's why when you put that track out, probably like people felt connected to that. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone's going through little something in their own in their own kind of way. And I think one thing that kind of annoys me in this world that we live in right now is that like people a lot of the times compare their struggles with someone else.
Yeah,
and I think struggle is just struggle. I think also like how people deal with struggle is different. So meaning like you know, like something small for someone else can be big for someone else because they don't have the systems to deal with it.
Yeah, for real.
In a proper way. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you just said. Like something big to you be something minor to them, but it's just like
yeah.
And like you just said as well, like I just got to the point you can't really expect other people to know you're feeling unless they're going through what you're actually going through. For you guys to say, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Not being funny, not being disrespectful. It's just I hate when people say, "Oh, like I understand what you're going through," but I'm like, "But you don't know." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but no, I don't think no one can ever understand. You know, I think it's only for us to internally understand. But so I've changed my thing of like, you know, like the whole thing of like people judge people by their cover and all of that stuff. But now what I do, I judge, but like I judge in the best way. So like I kind of like everyone on me, I just like I go internally. They're probably going through something. And if they don't, that's amazing. Because, you know, like there's only a rare proportion of people that don't. So if they don't, that's amazing. But every single time I meet people, and I always assume that there's something internally for them that's going on in life that they're going through, which is not a bad judgment because it actually helps me kind of like emphasize with them and just connect with them a bit more.
Of course.
So it's not a bad approach, man.
No, you're right, but I definitely agree on that one.
But just going back to music, I didn't know you do bashment. You know, you're gonna have to send it through.
Yeah. You know what? Back in the day, like, obviously,
you haven't done it in a while. But.
You know, I haven't done it in a minute. Cause obviously, I'm just kind of like versatile in like certain things right now. But back in the day, like I say about 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I was kind of like on a little bashment wave. That's when like bashment was popping in it. You feel me? The real OGs know about Jace. No matter pull up to the girl, then you feel me? Like,
come on,
the real OGs know about that track. You feel me? Like, trust me. Like, more time, like. I just kind of like doing music for the galley, like for the women, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing music for me, the manner, but majority of my audience are women, you know what I'm saying? So like, when me and my bro Madder done that track pull up to the girl, them,
they shut down,
man. Like this is when like Snapchat kind of came about, like back.
What year was this?
Back in 2014, you know.
2014.
Yeah, so that was about 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's like, was it that time when there was like a whole like sneak bowl wave going on? Was it that time?
Oh, no, the whole sneak bowl wave.
Oh, that was before that, you know? That was way before that.
010 or 11 times. Like 014 times. This was like, I say the only era that kind of kicked off that I remembered was like Section and all that. Like,
yeah.
That's when their man's ever kind of kicked about, and that's when Stormzy started to come about them times there as well. Yeah, it was around that era still. So
what's your take on grime music in general?
You know what? Like, I'll be real. You know, like when I was young, I used to listen to a lot of grime. You know what I'm saying? Like Kano, JME, like Skepta, yeah, old school Ali and that. But more time grime's alright. You know what I'm saying? Cause more time, like if people really want to go down to the history, like. Boom, it was all jungle, grime, like those were popular. But like, I'll be real, I'm gonna keep it 100 in. I don't really listen to grime as much now, innit? But like,
I feel like grime is a stepping stone, or it's always been a stepping stone. It's not recognized enough to be like mainstream.
Yeah, me personally, like as an artist, I personally feel like grime should be like still at its top of its league. Like, don't get me wrong, like grime is still popping. Like, more time, people still be going to like all these garage festivals and all that stuff. Yeah, like loads of grime there. But more time, I feel like grime should be more talked about nowadays. Cause I feel like, don't mean change the subject as well. Like, I know like drill's like the most talked about genre. Like, you know
drill has been going strong. You know, I think drill's gonna stay like. Or like it's gonna remain in a certain way because a lot of people were talking about when drill came about, like it's just like a wave that's gonna go. I don't think it's going anywhere, you know.
Cause the wickedest thing, my guy, like I was even talking about this with my mum, like about a couple months back, like she was just all saying that even she agreed with me. She was saying like we feel like drill ain't gonna die anytime soon, if I'm honest. Cause like true say like. With drill, like it originally started from Chicago, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the real OGs.
Was you listening to like Lil Durk and that man there, like the old school Chief Keef?
You know what? I'll say like obviously RIP, like obviously when I used to listen to like Lil Jojo, Lil Durk, the odd Chief Keef and that, then it just kind of just started like rotating and that. Then more time, like
them songs were crazy though. Them songs were just like even if someone was like in the saying no, they're not on road, they could listen to one of them songs and be like, yo.
Like, I hear people like listening to Joe and that on the way to work. Like it's crazy. Yeah. Like sometimes like cool, them and they're actually rapping what they're living. You know what I'm saying? But same time, like as like certain audiences, cool. We ain't like experience what them and experience, but we just like the sound.
But you know what I realized though, it's like, why do we like, for instance, let's say like someone is like cool, they're not on road, they're not like doing anything crazy. Let's say they're going to uni.
Yeah.
Or why is it that like they would go and watch something on Netflix, or like they would watch some kind of show,
or like Power or something.
Yeah, like something like Power. So that's what really is. Music's the same thing. So it's like there's a lot of like, that's why you get a lot of like uni students who go to these shows and they're rapping all these lyrics, but they ain't been on road or they haven't done any like anything like that. But it's because it's entertainment, isn't it? It's the same as watching a TV series.
Yeah, it's basically like
listening to
absolutely that. It's like basically like watching Power, Top Boy. Like obviously cool, like you said, like you got normal people that like just work for a living, go uni, college, whatever. But more time they kind of like that life. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is you don't want to be in that life. You know
they don't understand that life. Anyways, they think they like it, but it's just
Oh, I got a question, man.
Yeah, of course. Go to you.
Question. I recently watched. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw this thing where what's his name? Central C. Yeah.
Central C. Yeah.
He was talking about how he doesn't listen to his own music.
Oh
and
yeah.
He said that his music isn't for him, and I found it man interesting. Like, for stars, it's your music for yourself. Do you listen to your own music?
I'm not gonna lie to you, my man. Like more time when I'm driving and that, like I'll be listening to my own tunes now and then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously
so the genre and the vibe you go for, bro. You're right from the camera. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or numpty,
go on, carry on.
No special awareness.
Yeah, no, with that one, like cool, like that's crazy for Central C not to like listen to his own tunes.
But I'm hearing bare people do that though. That's the thing. Like bare man don't listen to their music.
No, you know what? Like with me personally, my man, like if I'm in the mood, like if I'm like working out or if I'm like cool on my way to like studio or party or some shit, or like cool linking my girl or some shit, like I'll be listening to my own tunes, like depending what kind of mood I'm in. Like with me, cause everyone knows like my energy is like pure, like positive and that. I kind of like to listen to some gassed up tunes, innit?
Because I see the whole thing of like if like listen to your own music is like, I mean I guess like obviously like it's listening to your own music kind of is like a thing of liking your own picture on Instagram. Like you can just not give a fuck and do it, or you can maybe feel like people are looking at me. I get that.
Do you know what?
Having making music that's not for you. Like this is not my genre. I don't like this kind of music. And still making it. That's mad to me though. I don't know.
Nah, for real.
But it makes the money, man.
Cause more time, like most man just make music just to put out, and like you said, just to make money as well. You know what I'm saying? Cause like more time, certain man just probably don't want to hear like their own voice, like how me and Bo were saying about the voice notes. Like when I send the voice notes, I don't want to listen to my voice. You know what I'm saying? So like
that's mad because you do listen to your own voice.
Well, yeah, like music, innit? You know what I'm saying? Music wise.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But like more time, that's different, cause like, I know the things all edited and shit. So
yeah, fair enough.
Voice note is all like raw, you feel me? But more time, I do listen to my own tunes personally, but sometimes I don't.
Do you know what it's about not listening to your own music? And I think I'm gonna relate this to the podcast as well, and just other things as well. There's something about like you already experienced creating it, Like you already know what it is. You don't have to listen to it to appreciate it. And there's also the element of like, sometimes if you do listen to your own music, you just kind of want to reconnect with like that experience that you've had making that song. You know what I'm trying to say? And you go, that's the song I made. And it's like you listen, you take it in.
And you know, like that's what I do. You know, sometimes I kind of like to look back at my journey. Sometimes like, cool. When I look at like certain visuals or I listen to certain audios, sometimes I kind of look at like the experience, how like I write it, went to the booth, created it, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause me personally, I'm just that type of guy that I like to build memories. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and there's like a level of appreciation of the journey and
absolutely. Like, you always gotta appreciate every single journey that you're in, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like without that, wow, like there's no meaning just to like look back on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like you're creating potential influence. You know, like someone could listen to something and go, you know what, I'm gonna do this because I listened to this or whatever. I think that's beautiful, man.
I kind of have the relationship. I kind of have the relationship when it comes to videos, man. There's certain videos where I struggle. Like it's like a big project. Like even the one we did recently, where we went to all these places. That was like a proper like a struggle to Cardiff and
yeah.
That was a big project, and it was tedious, it was jarring, and there's a lot of things that kind of there's a lot of things I disliked, but there's also many things I liked. But those kind of videos, as like after I finished it, I do not want to watch it. I just and it's not because I think it was terrible or it's like it's my own thing. It's just I'm just tired. Just go away, just for like a week or a month. Go away. I'll come back after.
You're like me, bro. It's like the minute you put something out, it's like cool. You just watch it the odd 2 times. Then it's like. Cool,
but the thing that's mad though is the fact that let's say me for example, or even anyone that creates content, of
course,
they're looking at that thing from a different perspective. I'm looking at my videos from a perspective of I've seen this video at least 200 times, and I've seen it go from raw footage to a fully edited video. Whereas when we put it out to the public, they're really still going to see it for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird because like, how do we create? And that's the thing. That's the thing I'm trying to figure out for myself right now.
But that's what leads to that question of do you enjoy the process or do you enjoy the outcome more than the process?
No, I enjoy the process. I'm just saying when it comes to creating the content, creating the content. how do I get myself into the mindset of someone that's seeing it for the first time? Because when you create content, more time like me for example, I create it for the client or create it for the audience because it's for their benefit. It's not my, but I just gain my own thing, but the content itself is for them, so I need to make them happy. How can I now put myself in the mindset of I've only seen this video one time
by imagining that you're watching it for the first time?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to battle right now and trying to figure out how do I get to that space.
Yeah, by imagining that you're watching it for the first time.
Well, apparently you got better imagination than me because my thing is tight.
But no, you say that everyone's like got different imaginations and different aspects how they want to do the craft and like me personally, I know some man like love the outcome more than the actual raw, but me, I just love everything all together, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what I love the most is that people will come out the way to like look at your craft. You know what I'm saying? If it's like music, acting, podcast, like anything, like from the time you got the audience watching it, I'm thinking that's a better, beautiful outcome than anything.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like we've said this loads of times before. Like, I think even for us, even if there was only one person or 2 people watching on a regular and listening, like, I think we still do it. At least I'd like to think so.
Even if that
well, I mean, that's how we started anyways. But
even if that one person or 2 people was me and Leo watching our own stuff, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still gold. It's still gold. It's still gold.
It's like, because we always do say, like, even if we're affecting one person, that's enough. I've always seen that as affecting one person because that creates the ripple effect.
You know, the thing is it a numbers game or is it a quality game? You know, I think for us it's just more about quality over quantity. You know,
me personally, like, and I was just having this conversation the other day with someone, and they literally rated me for saying this. Cause I just said it how it was, innit? Like nowadays, and obviously this generation, people just care about numbers, innit? You feel me?
Yeah.
But me personally, like, cool, like more time than if next man was to like upload something, they'll get like, I don't know, 20k in like 2 hours or something. If you used to upload similar to what my man did, you probably get like, I don't know, 200 or 2k or something.
Yeah.
Some people be like, oh, like, I'm not really doing enough because of the numbers. But I'm like, no, bro, don't even think about it like that. Like, just think about the eyes that's coming out the way to pre-you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All the time nowadays, people be paying for promotion like nowadays like crazy. But nowadays, it's like, it's not about the numbers. It's just about what you're putting out. Like, that's more than enough for people to literally view. Talk about, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not gonna lie, it is jarring like when you don't get the right result that you're expecting. But at the same time, don't even let it be.
But you know what? But you know what? The learning you get from going through that process, like that's incredible in itself.
Yeah.
Because that's the learning that's never gonna go nowhere. You know, that's knowledge you have for the rest of your life. You can apply that to many different areas.
Absolutely.
You know, because like, I think some people do music for like the rest of their life, but it's a very rare case scenario. A lot of people do music, they retire, they do other things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But what they learn through the process of creating music, they take the learning away and they do other things.
Absolutely.
Before I ask you the next question, I wanted to run it back a bit. You mentioned imagination, and I think it's an important thing to add this.
Oh yeah.
One thing I realized recently, and it was super powerful, that imagination is basically a workshop. Imagination is a workshop. That's where everything's being created beforehand. So it's like a workshop. It's like, cool, let me go imagine some stuff. So I'm going to the workshop. I'm like doing like, cool, this is gonna look like that, or this is gonna sound like this, and bow, it comes into reality straight from the workshop.
And you know what, that's facts, you know, cause like literally what you just said was actually proper. Cause like more time, even before you put something out, the workshop always starts from your head, man. You know what I'm saying? Like more time, and I think that's the one thing I love about the human mindset is that you could just imagine so much things and just pull it out there. Like sometimes it will be way better than you really thought of it. Then the minute you pull it out, it's like, wow, like I wasn't expecting this. Like this is like 10 times better than I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? So like sometimes the workshop is always important, man. No matter what you do, the workshop always comes out proper, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes also the experience we have in creating something at that time, it might seem like it's not that good. But when it's put out and after you go, you know, actually, bro, like I'm surprised. It didn't feel like it was great when I was making it, but now it's really good. Like,
but who chooses what good is?
Because your girl.
Yeah, lol. Who chooses what good is, man? Because if I make something and I think it's good, it's just, I guess who is it for, man? Like I can't make something that's not for me. I can't make something that's not for me. I can't make something I don't watch. You feel me? So I need when I make something that is good, I must feel it's good first before the public can see it.
Yeah, and my question is, how's that working out for you?
Working out very well.
Yeah, that's great. Then.
Yeah, I do this pod.
That's amazing.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Do you make stuff that's not? Do you make content that's not for yourself?
Yeah, all the time.
Serious?
I don't have content that's for myself and for other people. I just make content. I just go with the flow. I'm a free spirit, you know.
Yeah, but his flow is it?
His flow is it?
Yours, no?
It's like it's the flow of life, innit?
Whose life?
I'm flowing through life.
Whose life?
My life, your life, everyone's life.
My life.
The way it gets like that, we get into little. Hey, but listen, like just talking about like issues and challenges as well. Like, what do you feel like is the biggest issue that young people in London, in particular, like face currently in this day and age?
Boy, the biggest challenges is just, if I'm being honest, is like just support nowadays. If I'm honest, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing I could personally think of is just support. Like nowadays, it's like I feel like so much people could be way further than they are now if the support was literally there. But nowadays, like obviously, I can't even vouch for anyone else in any other state, but in London, what I know, people just got too much pride, man.
Yeah. Ooh, pride is the biggest killer, innit?
Pride is the biggest downfall, if I'm honest.
What's that thing that J. Cole said? Pride is the devil, innit? Mm-hmm. That song called Pride is the Devil. That track is mad.
Absolutely. Like the things with me, like, cool, my star sign's a Leo, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Jeez. But
it's like, with our star sign, like, alright, come on, Leo, you done.
Come on, my guy.
Like, with things with us, like, we got pride, but it's like, if I know what needs to be done and I know what needs to be sorted, I'll drop my pride instant and just know to make things good, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I see it like nowadays, like, and I think most people could agree with this, it's like, most people will hesitate to support their own, like, family members, like, business, whatever, but it's like, you got time to be posting out celebrities that don't even know about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, right, it just takes less than a second just to repost or comment or like your bedroom's like craft, you know what I'm saying? Business, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the only thing that's just been lacking in London. And another thing
that's
as
a
well,
good shout.
I feel like it's just a bit of favoritism as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like most people be looking at the popular spotlight, but it's like, well, you're not really trying to look at the underdogs, you know what I'm saying? But more time, like, everyone just wants to be where the party's at nowadays.
You know what? Yeah, I'm a fan of underdogs.
Same.
Like, and I feel like I don't want to put myself in brackets and stuff, but I feel like I'm probably an underdog in general with things that I do, and I'm a fan of underdogs. I think sometimes underdogs are misunderstood, and I think that's why they're underdogs, because they might have some crazy vision in life, or like they just see things in a very different way that people can't understand, and hence why they might be an underdog because it's just not recognized.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it's like, how can someone recognize something that's a bit more alien? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Something that's unusual.
It's like, and more time with the underdogs as well. Like more time, their vision's probably way bigger than the people that's everyone's kind of going to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's just like raw. Like that's why I never really sleeping on like when the underdogs, man. Cause they will surprise you. You know, like cause once that person has the juice and the juice is all finished, the audience gonna thinking, "Wow, who are gonna turn to next?" They're gonna probably turn to the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all about making noise nowadays. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Just making noise nowadays. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so obviously, so music's one of your passions. What else are you passionate about in life? And
probably just passionate about just living, just like witnessing everyday life, and just living my life to the fullest, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like tomorrow's just never promised, so I'm just trying to like do every single thing I can. You know what I'm saying? Just serve my purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. How would you describe the purpose for you? Like, what's the purpose in life?
Oh, purpose in life. Me just working, me just living life, enjoying life, experience so much stuff in life. Cause like you think this world is small, but this world has a lot to gain, man. Trust me. Like you feel me? Like
where have you been that's bigger than the world? If you've been anywhere that's bigger than the world, because if you have, let me know. I want to go there. But this world is small. This one is small, man. This world is huge as hell.
Nah, trust me.
I've been somewhere that's bigger than the world.
Your ego.
No. No, I actually have. I just realized it. I've been somewhere that's bigger than the world.
That?
In my brain.
Jeez.
In my mind.
I'll take that.
My mind's bigger than the world.
I was close. I said ego. I was close.
Nah, ego. Nah,
it's not ego. It's just my mind, isn't it?
Human brain, man. Trust me. Human brain's got a lot to like give nowadays, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Shit, man said human brain has got a lot to give. Your brain. Shit.
Yeah. What about like goals in life and stuff like that?
Goals, yeah, man. Like my main goal in life is to like obviously make it high in this music thing, so I can like open up doors for like others.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. I'm not gonna lie, like even before music, I was kind of like into like IT and that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like computers and stuff. You feel me? So,
well, what do you like about them? So do you like the software part of it more, or was it the hardware, like how the systems are built? Or like
me personally, I'm more of a software kind of guy. So kind of like to create websites, like do a bit of animation and that, like you know what I'm saying. So like one time IT was always kind of my favorite stuff.
Maybe we're gonna see you combine music and IT and create a music platform.
Yeah, literally. Like I was even thinking like, raw, like if someone does open up the door for me one day, hopefully I could like start my own little,
or just kick down the wall instead.
Yeah, you know, if no one ain't gonna open up the door, man's just gonna kick down that door, you know.
It's gonna have to beat it down, fam.
You feel me? It's gotta beat it down quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, like, I can start my own little like record label and all that. Like, send some good like potential artists that's got like proper genuine like potential, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's coming, man.
Yeah, just praying every single day, man.
Yeah, it's coming.
Every single day.
It's coming. Just a matter of time.
Absolutely, man.
I'm a big fan of combination, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like knowing how to do one thing and also knowing how to do something else and then putting them together. Because at the end of the day, everything has been basically done already. So now, so like every the way I see it metaphorically, every ingredient has been used, but not every combination of ingredient has been used. That's what we're exploring right now. We're in the part of time where everything has been used. Absolutely. But we need to learn new combinations. That's how we're looking into like traveling to Mars and making neural links and etc. These are just new combinations.
Why are you pointing at me, bro? When it's a neural link?
We spoke about it last week, and that's why. Yeah. But like making new combinations of making new combinations of what's already been there. So stuff like me, for example, will be I'm good at I'm like very tech. I'm kind of IT like you, like I'm very tech savvy and whatnot. And I'm also good with cameras, so I put them together. And now I'm doing research and you'll be like making your music platform with your IT and your music, and Leo is just
But it sounds like there's also something about about like connection, right? So like people connecting with each other, people that have different skill sets, and also not necessarily skill sets, also passions, right? Because if you put people together who've got different passions, and if they're able to communicate properly and then work on something together, then that's where you get the ingredients, right? People are the ingredients.
Absolutely. Like same way like you're making a cake, you need like what? Flour, eggs, sugar, like butter, all of that. For you to make that perfect cake, you gotta get the ingredients together, make it, then boom. You got your cake right there.
The only currency you can use to buy skill is time. Like I always say, the only currency that you can use to buy skill is time.
And I like that still.
You can't buy time. You can't buy skill with money. You can pay someone. You can pay someone.
I mean, it's just a language thing, but it's just I think it's, are we buying or are we exchanging? You know,
that's what buying is. And then, buying is an exchange. Buying exchange is the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So but then you have to say it in a certain way to make people liking it. So I see.
Oh shit, man! Oh shit, man!
But that's something I realized recently about the whole idea of buying skill with time. And like right now, for example, I'm learning how to play piano, and I realized before, whenever I used to try to play it, I'll get very pissed off or I agitate very quickly, and I realized I didn't have the time for it. I had time, because I think this is something I realized recently. Saying I don't have time for it and saying I don't have time for it are two very, very different things.
But you just say the same thing.
Yeah. So saying I don't have time. So saying I don't have time for it means oh yeah, I'm busy. I got this. I've got other things to do.
Yeah. You got other priorities, isn't it?
There we go. But not having time for it means I don't have the time to give to this specific skill. I don't want to. I don't want to give my time to this thing. I would rather do something else. I'd rather not do it than do it because I don't have the time for it. Basically, it's like saying I don't have the money for it.
You know what's funny? Yeah, it's not your fault, by the way. Yeah, but sometimes I have to I listen to you here, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, and then I'd watch the episode later on when I'm doing timestamps. I'm like, oh shit, that makes so much sense. He actually made so much sense, but I didn't get it at that time.
Because I planted the seed in it. That's what that's what I do, man. That's why I speak so fast. Because then I just plant seeds and dash all the seeds and then wait for them to grow.
Nah, it's only right though. Like sometimes when you hear stuff, it's like it doesn't really sink into your system straight away. Then
yeah.
After you watch it, now you're like, oh.
Yeah, but you can't marinate a chicken for 2 minutes. You can't marinate a chicken for 2 minutes.
Oh hell no.
You marinate for a day.
I marinate for 2 minutes.
You put it there, and then you listen to it a day later, and that's when it tastes good.
Jeez.
Straight. Well, you can't marinate no chicken.
You know, J-Star said it's only right, but I'm gonna start using it's only wrong, fam.
Come on, man.
It's only wrong.
Contradicting.
What's It's slightly a different question, but when it comes to common sense, what's your thoughts on common sense and people having common sense?
Boy,
that's an interesting conversation to have, you know.
No, 100. Like me personally, like obviously this is just my personal law perspective. I know everyone's gonna be like,
right, that's what it's all about you, bro, and your perspective. That's why we're here.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Like, well, common sense is just how can I say it? Like, cool. Common sense is basically like, if you know something is like meant to do, like let's just say, cool, like if you're gonna cool, I know Bear Girl's gonna be trying to get onto me afterwards. Like if a buddy was to cheat on his girl or something, and he's thinking, I don't want to lose that girl, but it's like you're doing a mad thing. But I'm like, bro, it's common sense. If you don't want to lose her, then just don't cheat on her. Simple as that. Or like if you're arranging a meeting, and obviously you agree to a time and whatnot, then obviously you're kind of contradicting yourself, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be late, Then I'm like, bro, it's common sense. Like, just communicate. It's not that hard. Like, if you're gonna be late, just communicate. Don't not communicate. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simplest things. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's so much beyond that. But obviously, those are just my personal perspectives that I can think of straight. But more time, I feel like some people do lack of common sense. I'm not gonna.
Do you know what I realized? Yeah. So the reason I asked that is because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was just like, I think common sense can only come from common understanding, right? So meaning it's like, if we have a common understanding of the whole thing of being late, or the whole thing of cheating, or whatever it is, if you have a common understanding on that, we'll have common sense about it, because we're going to sense something around the understanding. So what I realize, people that don't have common sense, they don't have the understanding of what that thing is. So when someone's running late and they're not communicating, it's like they don't have that common understanding of what that is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're thinking, cool, it's just basic common sense. Like, if you know you're going to be half an hour late, just let me know so we could boom. But if you're not, then it's like you're not understanding the whole concept of communicating. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing as well, like, communication's very, very, very important nowadays. I can't lie. And I always say communication is the key. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what's really sad? That word has been thrown around so much, and that concept has been spoken about so much, but no one's really had any in-depth understanding for what it actually means. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like we got to the point where now it's just like, I'm not saying you, just in general, you know, people out there just they'll be like, oh, communication. Like, you know, people go on dates, they're like, communication is important, but what is communication consistent of? You know, like, what are the ingredients? Yeah, for communication. You know, say what are they?
That's everything, man. That's everything with everything. I realize everything is like a big game of Chinese whispers, isn't it? So communication has always been one. What do you say?
Nothing. Chinese.
You're laughing. You're laughing.
Huh?
Chinese.
Well, I'm not allowed to laugh.
No, you're not allowed to laugh. So, what things mean and where we are right now, that distance has changed its meaning. Stuff being said so many times in this, and a lot of people will say things because of the what's it called? Because how they've been looked at. So I would say, yeah, communication is key. I don't believe it, but I know if I say it, people look at me like I'm responsible and this and that and this. You know what I'm saying?
So put a finger at you and that.
Here we go. So like stuff like the meaning of our words and in relation to our actions, there's no correlation in that one. I think action is much more valuable. But like we always say, and I said this to Leo all the time, every problem in this world could be solved with a little conversation. Every problem, every single problem.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree.
We can go as low as the Holocaust or as high as the bloody. Give me something.
Heaven.
There we go. Every problem, conversation.
And the way you say, actions always speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying?
Or what's it? A painting. Was it a painting speaks 1,000 words? A video speaks 1,000 paintings. That's no relation to what.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's no relation to what we just said.
I like the meanings though.
No, but you know, I like the meaning. I like the
means. That's the thing. Explain to me.
You know, actually, yeah.
What's your interpretation of it?
I fuck with that.
What's your interpretation of it? Because I don't know what that means.
I just like it.
Like how it sounds.
Yeah, I just like how it sounds.
Yeah. You know the way you like how it sounds. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
I kind of like the description of it. Like
that's how I.
You know what? You know what? A video speaks 1,000 pictures. You know what that means to me? Yeah. Is that there'll be different angles to look at something rather than, because one picture is just one angle, innit? But if a video keeps changing angles and there's different things that come up in the video,
trust me, so much going on.
It adds a bit. It adds more value to perspective.
Yeah,
because that's what perspective is. It's just, you know, what angle are we watching it from, aka what is the understanding of what we're looking at.
I was gonna say, words speak 1,000 pictures, and the video speaks 60 pictures a second.
And the movie speaks 1,000 videos.
Crazy. I was just gonna say,
and the cinema speaks
fuck off.
1,000 movies.
Crazy.
Like, where does it stop?
And crazy. As you just said, the movie thing as well. I was just thinking of it, music concept as well. It's like when you hear audio, it's like you could visualize what that person's saying, but it's like when you watch the videos, like you said, like so much is going on, like so much cutscenes, so much like storylines, like probably even a little surprise, like ending.
Yeah.
So much goes on in the visual than like just a one angle picture or just listen to one.
Do we consume sound faster than light? Right? Is that true?
I don't know. I was trying to eat the sound, fam. I was trying to consume it, bro.
no. Let me let my point. What's wrong with you?
I don't know many things, bro.
many things.
The point I'm trying to, like, when I eat cheese as well.
God, what's the point I'm
trying to make is, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think sound travels faster than light, which means we consume sound before we consume light. Like, let's say for example, I see.
That's true.
So what I realize is when it comes to listening to things, we have a longer period of time to interpret it rather than seeing things.
Yeah.
So when we're watching a video like a podcast or listening to music and we're watching it, we have more time to interpret the words and the audio before we can interpret the actual video and the visuals. Which is why they say, like a lot of people say, audio is 80% of the video. Like in the editing world,
100,
like
100.
sound and
like without the audio, the visuals just dead plain.
But even but silence is loud as well. Silence used correctly is loud.
I think silence is louder than anything.
Yeah, silence is the loudest sound.
Yeah,
because it's certain, like if you use correctly, like I've seen there's this thing, like let's say I would say Star Wars. If you're looking at Star Wars here, Boba Fett, he has his spaceship in it, and he shoots this rocket. No. He shoots.
I like that.
Man, it's just a quick little thing you fool me.
Come on.
No, Boba Fett, he has a rocket that comes out of his spaceship in it, and what happens is that rocket explodes, and it's silent, and then like a second after, noise happened. Like you hear the noise of the explosion. But that moment of silence when the explosion, because you see the explosion, you don't hear nothing.
Yeah, dog.
And then wow, and then the explosion. I'll bring up.
Yeah, so it's like thunderstorm.
So that's
it's like you see the light. Actually,
you see the light first, and then the thunder comes after, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So that means the sound didn't come first.
Wait, what? No, does the
Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, do you know what I was gonna say? Yeah, I think I just destroyed this world.
Right.
Do you know what I was gonna say to you?
what up, my guy?
See, like the music videos and that, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Actually, can you Google this as well, yeah, while we're talking about this, yeah?
Of course.
And obviously, we talk about how audio is the more important content than the video in itself. Because obviously, when music started coming out, there was no music videos. There were no music videos until much later.
Oh, yeah, later.
Yeah, because audio came first.
Audio came first, yeah. So the thing is, yeah, I wonder who the fuck, yeah, sat down one day and goes, you know what? We have this music that we created. Let's get a fucking video done.
Boom.
Oh, it's the same.
Who decided?
It's the same way you got 4DX in cinemas. Before, now we have audio and now we have visual. Let's do smell as well. Let's do smell. Let's do flipping feel as well. You know 4DX. You've been to 4DX, right? You've been to 4DX.
So is there smell in there?
Yeah, they throw out smells. They do like water on your face.
So what if you're watching a movie? Yeah,
and those things. Yeah.
What if there's a fart scene?
Yeah, fart scene and fart. Yes, you smell.
Did they put a smell?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. No,
Yeah. You ain't capping, car.
We
They actually do that. Still, like some 4D cinemas or some shit. They actually do mad effects like. Cool. They make it seem like you're in a
it's an experience, isn't it? So when
that's an experience.
When you listen to music, you listen to the audio, but let's enhance the experience. The same way they say, cool, yeah, we got visual and audio for movies. Let's do feeling and this and that. And
it's the senses, isn't it? The utilizing the senses that a human being has to create the best experience they can.
Yeah.
Because the more senses they can capitalize on, the better experience, right?
There you go.
It's like even though I don't really fuck with rides and that, it's like when you go to Fort Park and shit, like you go like. I haven't really been on this, right? But apparently it's Vasquez that shout at people like saw. Like if it's like going on that, like you're having an experience of like getting jumpy, getting fighting and shit. All the coasters all like then boo, like you know what I'm saying? So it's just all mad.
And they don't even have to add smell because people shit themselves on the rides anyways.
Crazy fam, like people so bossing that fam.
So shit themselves. Smell-o-vision. Remember Smell-o-vision? Harry Hill. No,
I don't know what that is.
Whatever. Some suggest that the first music video was created in 1894 by Joseph Stern and Edward Mark, who set a recording of their song "The Little Lost Child" to a moving slideshow marketed as illustrated song. I say.
Illustrated, sit.
Through though the average American did not yet own equipment to play the recording, so they made it before it was even publicly.
1894. For anyone that watches this podcast and they say you haven't learned anything, shut the fuck up. We just thought you shut the F up. Shut the fuck up. We just thought it's something new, man. 1894, the first music video. Education, bruv. You get me?
Bow.
Man, spreading bare education, bruv.
You know what I'm saying? Like people be learning a lot from good podcasts. You know, we're just gonna educate you. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. We love it.
Illustrated music.
Well, big up my man though, man. He created something good up to.
Yeah,
it's a ripple effect, man. Like he didn't think that he was doing a thing that's gonna like change the whole music game. But he thought, well, let me just do it like a one illustrated.
But he done what you said. He combined it. He
mixed ingredients.
Yeah, he mixed the ingredients, fam. Man looked at it. He said, "Yo."
So how far could we go? So I watched a documentary called "Return to Space," which was it was based on SpaceX and Elon Musk and him trying to get the contract with NASA on it. And one thing he said that was interesting was technology. How do you say it?
You know what? Yeah, you know what's great? Yeah, it happens to me sometimes once in a blue moon. Yeah, and I would do it like 3 times. Yeah. So it's good that for once, it's not me, you know.
Technological advancements are not inevitable. We do it.
What advancements?
Technological.
Jeez, love it.
What's yo? So technological advancements are not inevitable. We do it. And what technological advancements is just mixing ingredients, right? That's all it is. It's just mixing more ingredients to make more things and more this and that. Some ingredients make a pile of shit, but some ingredients also make a pile of gold. So
yeah, I mean, even the shit is useful out there, you know.
well, like sex dolls and shit.
What?
I'm not involved.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
I said J Star has left the chat.
Bro, I'm not involved in that
left
one.
the chat.
What are you? I'm not involved either. This conversation just went left real quick.
Like,
Fam, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Where we at, bro?
No,
where we at, P?
Yeah.
Where we at?
But no, I do recommend you lot watch that documentary because it's so lit, man. That's really powerful.
Hey, on a side note, yeah. Do you believe in luck? Because I think that's an interesting thing to tap into as someone that's in the music industry, because you know a lot of people would say some people are lucky, some people are industry plants, some people just
I always hear a lot about that shit. Industry plants. Like me personally, like I do kind of believe in luck, but sometimes it just all depends on what decisions you're making and what like path you're going. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like yeah, cool. Like you can say that, oh yeah, you had like a lucky day, or you can have like a lucky week, but all of that just kind of based on what decisions you made beforehand, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And more time, like, being positive does play a part of it, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I don't know, sometimes if you're around positive people, positive energy, you might get some good positive results.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's when people do say, oh, yeah, he or she got lucky or whatever. Like, sometimes, like, it just all depends on how you move. You know what I'm saying?
I think people must understand what luck means. I think there's one side of people who go, you know, luck is about having hope for something and then hoping it happens like instantly or soon enough. Yeah, and then when it doesn't, they go like, oh, like it's bullshit. Yeah. So like there's something to do with hope. But I think the true meaning of luck is, I think the harder someone works, the more lucky they get. You know, like, and I think obviously, there are some really like super rare occasions where someone maybe made one video or something or whatever, and then it just took off. You know,
just literally just took off, right?
Yeah. But I think most of the time, 99% of the time, I think luck is hard work, because the harder someone works, the more they put themselves out there, the more they connect with people, the more things they do, the more they develop the skills, the more lucky they get.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So I think luck equals hard work.
Like, as long as you put the hard work in, you put the determination, put your heart in, trust me, you will see some good results. You know what I'm saying, fam?
Yeah.
If you don't put no work in, then you can't expect nothing to be on your lap. You know what I'm saying? More time it does for certain people, but me personally, I like to work hard for my stuff. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, like this when the pride kind of kicks in. I don't want people to say that, oh yeah, my boy Leo on this, my boy A on this, my boy J Star on this. I'm like, no, brother, like, man, done this all by myself, G. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want next man chatting like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, cool. I'd rather put the work in than more time.
I have to disagree on that one, because like if let's say someone put me on something, it doesn't matter. I did it.
It's just the way how they go on.
Now, that's why they could say what the fuck they want. I don't give a shit. The point, the fact of the matter is,
that's true.
Don't get me wrong. I give praise where praise is necessary. If someone wants to put me into a room full of opportunities, I'm happy as hell. I'm gonna give praise. But at the end of the day, I did it. I got out of bed. I put my clothes on. I went to that thing.
Of course.
I spoke to the people. I did it. And it's that idea of self validation and self understanding of you are the reason why where you are where you are. No one did it for you. No one moved your limbs and spoke for you and this and that. No, you did it.
So I think there's two things as well. Yeah, I think the reason people put someone on is because they recognize that those people have something to contribute.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, go on.
Oh no, I was saying like like you said, like the reason why they put that person on, card, they know they got a potential gift.
Yeah. But then there's the other type of people. Yeah, the second thing is like, I think some people put people on just so they can say they put someone on, and those are the people. I feel like that's who you were talking about.
Yeah, those kind of people.
And those are the people I hate. They can go fuck themselves. Put me on, and then say you put me on, and they didn't say nothing. Put me on, please.
Yeah, you wouldn't be where you are.
What's the thing I told you?
Put me on. I'm ready. Put me on.
Straight, man.
What's the thing I told you? I told you about the other day. So my plan is this year. Someone puts me on, and I know they're naked about it. So I say, you know what? Hold this pinky. Hold this £50.
Jeez, can I hold that as well?
Yeah, pay me back whenever you want. Because I know for a fact that's how much it costs to give it to someone. Remember that thing I told you about the other day? About a guy that because no, that guy. There was a guy talking to his brother, and he was talking about how this guy's violating me, man. I gave him £20. He ain't pay me back here. He's been avoiding me, this and that. And the other guy was like, bro, it costs you £20 to get rid of someone that's inconsistent. To get rid of this person out of your life, it only costs you £20.
You know,
would you rather you spend your time? No. So you're spending people. That's the best way to get rid of people, like lending them money.
And more time it shows the true colors as well.
Yeah, very cheap. £20 very cheap, very nice.
More time, while we're on that subject as well, don't mean change the subject. Like people, like, see, that's the thing. Like, I never like lending people money. Like, how I say it is like, if you like cool want £50 or £20, I'd rather you just say with your chest like, well, can I just have £50, £20? Cause at least in my head, I got a program that cool, he or she's not gonna pay me back. But it's just the fact you're using the word borrow. You're implying that you're gonna pay me back. And crazy enough, these are the same people that will be viewing your stories, be replying to you so quick. Then when it comes to payday now, they're the same people they disappeared, bro. They won't.
Magic.
Oh, they disappear like Houdini, bro.
But I think what I've started doing recently, this is based on experience I had.
Oh, cool.
I try to separate my personal / work relationship with a person and my financial relationship with a person. So if I do work for someone, if it's someone that I genuinely love and is a cool person, I really like them, but they're not communicating too well and this and that when it comes to the finances, I like to divide that relationship. Maintain the personal relationship and the work relationship with them because they are cool people and I love them and they're lit. And just when I need to tap into this financial relationship, I try to avoid this financial relationship as much as I can.
No.
Sammy told me this. Sammy, shout out to him, man. He's an amazing guy. He told me this from early. Don't borrow people money. Give it.
Just give
if you give it,
that's a shout. I think for me as well. Yeah, just on that topic, I think I'd rather help empower someone not to have to borrow money in general. I think that's a better outcome than having to lend money to someone. But the second thing, more on a funny note.
Oh yeah.
I've seen this meme the other day, yeah, and it said the person saves people's contact numbers as to how much money someone owes. So when they're calling, they know who's calling and how much money they owe them. So it's like,
listen, you know, man's being a debt collector. You feel me? Like
yeah. So like if for instance, like Aladdin lost a bet at one point, yeah, he owed me £20, which he doesn't anymore because we scrapped the bet.
Oh, you scrapped the thing, yeah?
Nah, he never paid. Nah, they can't hear you. They can't hear on the mic. You're not on the mic. But long story short, yeah, imagine if I saved his name as like Aladdin owes £20, yeah, and every time he's calling, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like,
massa.
Is that why you pay for my lunch?
No, I did it for fun, but obviously I was giving it.
Oh, say no more. Yeah, Aladdin's like a Lannister. He always pays his debts.
No, trust me, like, just pay what you owe, B. You know what I'm saying? Cause like,
that's what you said.
Yeah, B, pay what you owe, B.
Game of Thrones, isn't it? Is that Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it's Game of Thrones.
Lannister, yeah, like that. To Peter Dinklage in them, man.
Gangster.
Yeah, did you watch it?
I watched the first episode. I watched the first season.
Yeah.
Bear cheating. Bear, what's it called? What do you call it?
That's the only thing that came. That's the only thing that you took away. That's the only thing you took away from the thing. The bear cheating from the show. That's mad. There's better things going on in the show. He just took away the cheating.
Nah, obviously, my man got beheaded and that was lit. Because that's what you like.
Man said that was lit. I said my man got beheaded. That was lit.
No, because the reason I like it. Yeah, because obviously, because you like it because is unpredictable. Like anyone can hold it. Anyone can hold it, fam.
Anyone can hold it in that show. Anyone can get
that's
it.
That's why you like it. So that's my first.
I love shows like that.
I bought the box set for the first season. I finished it like less than a week, and then it was like a myth trying to get the rest of it. Because obviously I had to buy it. If I wasn't buying it, then I had to go watch it online.
It's called the internet, bro.
Yeah, but
have you heard of it?
And oh, this girl is in your area. She wants to fuck you.
Oh yeah. That one's there.
I can't be a
oh, bro, the illegal websites. No, we don't use them. Just by the way. But if you want to sponsor us as well, we out there.
Sponsored by a single mum in your area.
Yeah. What's your favorite TV show? Do you watch TV series?
Yeah. I watch a few TV shows nowadays. You know, like obviously I ain't gonna cut, man. Everyone's gonna try to bad me up if I say this, but I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I say it.
Man likes my Eastenders, isn't it? You feel me?
Listen, fuck Eastenders anyway. But
apart from that, like man fucks with like Power. Like that's my main show. Yeah. I'll wait for the new things to come out. You feel me?
Why'd you watch Eastenders? Ain't it the same shit on repeat, bruv? So it's like the same bullshit. Like someone killed someone's daughter just got discovered.
Oh, all of that shit is just crazy. Like, man, people are like, Jason, you still watch Eastenders? Like the fuck, bro? Like watch Carnation shit or some shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Eastenders just keeps you entertained and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something that kind of voids the gap. Like cool, like. Let's just say, cool, man, but the studio says, like, I don't know, like 9 or some shit, then Eastenders comes at 7:30. Like, fuck it, let me just watch this, get prepared, then boom.
You know what I love the most about Eastenders? So I don't watch it, but the thing that Even though I haven't watched it, I've probably seen like 1 or 2 episodes because my brethren watches it. So when I used to go to it, it's like, yeah, baby, Eastenders on. That's always just like, you know, it's talking like Shirley this, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know what's going on, fam.
Back at the skeng like Shirley.
Yeah, back at the skeng like Shirley. You get me? So obviously, they showed you back out of skeng on the thing.
Yeah, on Phil still. This was like 3 years back. Still, it's funny though. Like you see Bear Man putting it into bars and that still. But it sounds wavy though.
Wait, so Eastenders is still going on?
Wait. Yeah, it's going on. But this is what I was gonna say. The point I'm trying to make here with Eastenders, is that these motherfuckers, they are a definition of consistency and persistence.
You know, I think that's the thing.
Simpsons as well.
Still.
Simpsons are
I don't fuck with Simpsons.
No, but it's
like, that's just the old school Simpsons and shit. Yeah, but I don't really fuck with the new ones still.
Yeah.
But then when do you quit? When you quit, like Simpsons has told every single story that can possibly be.
Bro, it's like
every
they predicted certain shit that kind of kicked off, which is scary, bro. And I'm like, raw.
No, but they did that because they told literally every story that can possibly be told.
Yeah, so this is just everything. At one point, they're just gonna have to say everything, innit? So it's gonna be a coincidence.
And they're still going. So when do you quit? When is quitting time? When do we end our shift?
Well, who's quitting? Like quit watching it or quit
making it? Like
I don't think
31 seasons.
Don't have to quit.
33 seasons already.
Why quit?
Cause like even if they do quit the thing deep, it like they will still be making hella money from reruns and shit.
Yeah, sorry, I get that part.
But like
I'm saying
quitting, like quitting the thing now. That's the only time we'll tell you.
It's that thing of like quitters never win and winners never quit, innit?
Yeah.
So they're winning, bro. That's why they don't quit.
They're winning, bro.
They're winning, bro. Listen, they're making money, bro. Listen, they every month, every day they have a check coming in, bro.
But is that what winning means to you?
Like no, not to me, but I'm just saying. But that's their winning. Like, and obviously, you know what? That's like that is part of winning. I think it's part of winning. But I think we talk about that. I think bread is important. I think I used to be.
She's Hovis.
No, do you know what it is? Because I used to be that guy that used to say like, oh, like there's other things and whatever, and I still think those other things are important. But I'm like, I'm like, yo, we also need to get that bread at the same time.
But bread can never be
because we spoke about this on we spoke about this on one of the episodes. Bro, there's bullshit companies out there. Tobacco companies, alcohol companies, all these different companies. They don't. I mean, it's subjective. You can say they add some value, but of course they don't necessarily add value for people's health and shit like that.
No, they don't give a damn.
So why don't we like entertainment, like Simpsons or even like podcasts and whatever? Why don't we actually just get paid for it? Because they get paid for it. So what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Like more time when I do my music performances. Some of them I'm doing for free if it's like people man knows and shit.
But it's also an investment as well.
And it's an investment. And at the same time, one of my brethren just told me the other day as well, he's like, bro, I love how you're networking and that. I think that's what got to me was the networking. Cause like more time it's something that I love doing. And sometimes you could gain something out of it. So like you said, like you do something and boom, like something like this came and you wasn't expecting it, but it came in a good positive perspective, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for real.
So it's like, yeah, more time. I know most people will do this stuff for the bread, but me personally, I just love doing it because I'm just passionate about it. You feel me? And it's just somewhere that I want to do personally. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. But I'm not even saying. I'm not saying we're doing this for the bread or people should do it for the bread.
No.
I'm saying people should do it, but I also think they should get the bread at the same time.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because that makes it even better. Because wouldn't you want to do what you're passionate about, but also make bread on top of it? Isn't that even better? Because then you can take that bread, reinvest in community, do what other things, the good things you want to do.
Absolutely.
And then everyone else is benefiting.
But that's the problem. Don't forget why you do what you do. That's the problem. When we empower people to do things for the bread, we allow them to forget why they do what they do.
But listen, but when we get the bread from this,
but we know
our thing is we're gonna reinvest in community. That's what we're gonna do.
But I'm saying when you empower someone to do things for the bread and saying it's fine to do things for the bread, the problem in that is that you allow them to. You hear the buzzing noise?
Yeah, that's you.
Fine. Whatever. You allow them to forget why they do what they're doing in the first place. Like most things in this world, that we just forget why we did what we do in the first place. I'm gonna stop talking because it's buzzing noises.
To change the cable, there's a short one from there.
Yeah. No, get me. Like 100%, I agree on that. Still, like more time, some people just kind of forget about the value more time. Just think of it like boom. But like you said, like. More time, we're just investing in what we're doing, but at the same time, so it's good to get a little something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, as you spoke about ingredients here, what do you feel like the main ingredient? And this is gonna sound funny because usually the question would be the main ingredient for success is. I'm not asking that actually.
No, of course.
What is the main ingredient for failure?
main ingredient for failure, what? Like in general?
Yeah, just like one or two ingredients.
Yeah. I'll say I'll say one of them is just not being consistent and just not having faith in yourself and having negative thoughts. Yeah, I'll say those are the main ingredients. It's just not being consistent enough, not being faithful like to yourself. Yeah, if you just got hella negativity, that's just gonna bring you straight down, man. For me.
Do you know what? So see the consistency thing, I can relate to that a lot. And recently I've been changing that word with persistence. And one thing I've learned recently is that the moment persistence goes, failure is like, it's just there. Like it's just like the moment someone stops being persistent at something, it's an automatic failure.
But you know what, you say, like, let me take that back. Like, let me not contradict myself about the non-consistent car. Like you were saying before, like sometimes we do have other stuff kicking off. You know what I'm saying? So the consistency is kind of a challenge. You know what I'm saying? To like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, if you know you got like responsibilities on the side, you got like work stuff on the side. Boom. It's kind of a challenge to juggle everything. But if you know that you got time for it, I'll say go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think sometimes it's about a risk as well, like taking a risk, right? So sometimes going like, you know what, actually, like this thing is not gonna maybe like help me have a better quality of life currently, but it's something I'm passionate about. It's going like, you know what, I'm gonna take a risk with that because I believe in it, and there is no option B. You know, it's just this is option A. You know, so
you know what I'm saying? It's something that you wanna be passionate about, something that you wanna invest in, and all of that, like sacrifice and all that, it will be worth it at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're thinking, cool, you paid all your bills, you got your food and shit. Cool, the last bit of money you got is for like survival. But you're thinking, I want to put this into like podcast or studio or some shit. But if I do this, I might be a little bit low. But sometimes, like, you can't really say you live life if you haven't took that risk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes, like, taking that risk could be for good or for bad. But sometimes you just got to do it because you never know the outcome unless you do it.
And there's always that question of like, just going, you know what else can I make that money from to do that thing that I'm passionate about?
Splashing on bitches. Like, I'd rather invest in something that I know I won't regret. I know most, man, they all spend bread on bitches that don't even like them.
Like they stop spending money on bitches and drip, bro.
And I'm like, bro, like cool, like, don't get me wrong, like, live life, have fun, but it's just do it in a way that you know your money won't be wasted. You feel me, Carl? Like, if you used to give me a bag right now, I think the first thing I'll probably do is just invest in like music, beats, visuals. Cool, probably a little bit of clothes now and then, but just that. But most man I know, they'll just go straight to the jewelry.
I mean, clothes can be investment as well, right? Like, and I think I remember Aladdin said this before, but you know, depending on where you're in, like certain industry, like having certain set of clothes can be an investment. You know,
no, true.
It's not. It doesn't necessarily create money, but it creates image. No, image can lead to creating money.
I think it makes certain things easier. So for that one, clothing could be an icebreaker. You feel me? The buzzing still there.
Yeah.
It's fine. Clothing could be an icebreaker. Clothing could be it can help you.
Clothing's an expression.
Yeah,
and crazy enough, it's like I didn't really deep into all, like, you know, you proper think to yourself about certain things. It's like when I wear like certain hats or jackets or some shit, so I got like people like, wow, but where do you get your jacket or where you track you from? I'm just like, oh, I got it from blah, 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 blah. But it's like by the time they're asking, it's like I'm sending out like an advertisement trend, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just like rocking certain stuff. I know, obviously I'm not being big-headed, like, I know it looks good on me, but by the time someone's asking me where I got my gear from, I'm like, cool, like, boom, 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 boom. You feel me? But like you said, the investment is always there, you feel me? Like, like buy a new pair of jeans, buy a new pair of crepes, jumper, t-shirt, like, and that's an investment. And sometimes, like, if you work hard for your money, why not treat yourself? It's not a crime.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just some people do go over the top, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, bro, like, you feel me? But at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your life, do what you feel comfortable.
And just whatever makes you happy, do
whatever
you.
makes you happy, do you. Like you said, bro, earlier, like, regardless whatever you do in life, people gonna have their opinions regardless. You can't make everybody happy, you feel me? So more time, you'll be sending out so much trends that you won't even know. Like, most people be looking at you like, wow, I just want to dress like my man, I want to move like my man. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? But it's always good to be that idol character for some people. Wait, what's that word? Role model. Yeah. Role model. Still,
I like that. Is there anything you want to promote before we check out with the last question?
Yeah, literally got like a new visual in the way. You feel me? Like obviously, like I know everyone's all jack into my new thing, Wavy and Focus. Obviously, those two are coming up real soon. You already know the vibes. You feel me? But yeah, got more music loading up for you lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't sleep on me, man. 2022, 2023, coming bigger and better, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't sleep on J-Star. Wake the fuck up.
Wake the fuck up, bro. You feel me? Like, trust me, everyone's like, J-Star, you need to be consistent with this shit. Like, but ever since then, like, obviously when COVID and that came, I've just been you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More time? Yeah. Everything's been active, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man.
But I appreciate the love in that though, my guy. You feel me?
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Trust me. But yeah, you lot follow my socials though. Instagram, JStar_active. Twitter and Snapchat, JStar Show. You feel me? SHO at the end. You feel me?
Love it.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man.
Leo, appreciate that, man.
Now, come on. And the last question that we ask everyone, which I'm going to remix as I usually do.
Jeez.
So when you're, let's say, when you're 90, and you're in your deathbed, they go, you know what, J-Star has been someone that's added value to the world. We want to broadcast him to the whole world to give one last message. Yeah, what would you tell the world?
Boy, I'll just tell the world, like, always follow your dreams. Always be passionate about what you believe in. And no matter what life throws at you, just always stay positive and never give up. You feel me? Yeah, man, that's my whole message to the world. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Much gratitude, man.
Nah, no worries, bro, man. Love for having me, man. Jeez.
Come on. Bow.
You know the
Get me. Come on, my guy.
My G.